It's an odd thing, isn't it? Because some people might suggest, of course, that when you get into a marriage, you give up lots of things. Friends fall by the wayside. Seemingly other things don't matter or are not as important. Maybe that weekly night out with your chums, you know what I'm talking about. But in the case, of course, of the former royal, the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, seemingly he's given up everything. And when you think about it, it's all for the love, to paraphrase a famous phrase, of the love of one woman. That's right, the cable TV actress Meghan Markle. But as now this sort of develops after a couple of hours, and it's amazing what you find out when you talk to people who were lucky enough to attend, of course, the wonderful wedding of the Duke of Westminster and, of course, his beautiful bride. Didn't she look absolutely stunning? Simplistic and, of course, elegant. What a look, and what a thrill for all of those wonderful people up at Chester Cathedral. And they got free ice creams too. Almost worth making the trip, isn't it? But back as ever to your royal story of the day. Hi, lovely to see you today. And as ever, thank you so much for taking the time out to join me. We'll have a lovely quick wave. Are you all right? You keeping it well? Yes, not bad, thank you. Yes, as you can see, I won't go on, no, but it's still here. I know, what a battle this has been. Have you had a cold like this or hay fever for ages? And they just won't go. Doesn't matter what you do, does it? You wake up and think, oh, it's gone. Now it's back. Possibly you could say the same thing, of course, about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Maybe he'd hoped she'd gone and she's back. But on a more serious note, this is really quite sad, actually, when I found this particular information out. Because, when you've been friends with somebody for a long time, you do go through their ups and downs. You have your fallouts, you reconnect, you get older. And then, of course, you reassess your life, don't you? You look at where they've got, where you've got. But ultimately, it's about friendship. And one could say, of course, that the Duke of Westminster was a very good friend indeed to the former royal known as Prince Harry, something of a guiding light, not too far away in ages, and you would have thought remaining friends for many years. Well, according to that source, they still do remain friends, but at a distance, as one can imagine. And you see, the problem was, as you can also think, that when you have something like a celebration, a wonderful event like a wedding, a beautiful wedding held in Chester Cathedral, with, of course, the world looking upon you, you want everybody that's meant something to you through your life around you. You get the picture. As we all know, the battle was back and forth, of course, between whether Harry would attend or not and all this sort of stuff, because of the fallout, of course, with His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, Prince William. Prince William did an admirable job, I thought, of being an usher, keeping a low profile, looking as ever resplendent in his mourning coat and tails and all that sort of stuff. I think he always just looked so dapper, very envious, in fact, of that look. But on a more serious note, it does emerge that this is what developed over the few weeks. You see, Harry and Meghan have always sort of said that they were invited. What I can tell you is ever, first and exclusive here on the show, and as ever we have to put in an allegedly, is that Harry was indeed invited, but as a solo. And here's the deal why. As it sort of sadly emerged that Catherine would be unable to attend that particular celebration, then of course with just William there, naturally, old people involved in this wonderful wedding thought, well, why not then just have Harry? Not because he was trying to force them together, he understood the battle that was going on, but as both people could attend as friends independently without their wives now, without it looking, untoward or anything like that. But apparently it was fed back, and as ever, again, I have to say allegedly, but this is from an excellent source, that absolutely no, he couldn't. No, it would have to be the both of them. But as you know, if you have, of course, His Royal Highness Prince William without Catherine, and then turning up you have Meghan Markle alongside Prince Harry, lots of media attention, lots of attention on what she's going to be wearing. Would we have thought she would have made a very sort of silent entrance into the cathedral like Prince William did? And apparently the message back was simply this, that without Meghan he couldn't do it. He didn't feel secure, and he only felt security when she's around. Forgetting, of course, he'd just come back for the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games and independently flew over to see his father way back at the start of his cancer journey. So whichever version you wish to believe, it does appear that actually now, Harry will not attend anything unless it's 100% bulletproof that she is going to have that invite also. This could be a reoccurring theme, though, of course, for the Duke of Sussex, simply because, as one can imagine, not many people want the media circus. In the end, that's exactly what this duo decided themselves. They didn't need the media circus. Very nicely, very professionally, and very quietly, the Prince of Wales did an admirable job as an usher. We salute you, sir. And Harry, what have you given up for the love of one woman? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.